Rumple, ButterCup, a story of bananas, belonging, and being yourself by Mathew Gray Gubler. Rumple, ButterCup. For all the rumples everywhere. Come close and I'll tell you a story. Chapter 1. Once upon a time, long ago, and far away in a tiny town beneath a purple-peaked pine tree, there lived a monster named Rumple ButterCup. He had 5 crooked teeth, 3 strands of hair, green skin, and his left foot was slightly bigger than his right. He was weird. And so Rumple worried that if anyone ever saw him, they would be scared, run away, or throw rocks at his head. So he spent his entire life hiding underground in a rain drain right by a garbage can in the middle of town, where no one would ever see him. But where he could still see them, laughing and playing, singing and dancing, walking dogs and jumping rope. But most of all, not being weird. Lots of straight teeth, more than 3 strands of hair, no green skin, cute and fluffy dogs, perfectly proportioned feet. Living underground wasn't all bad, though. Rumple made the most of it and had a nice little home he decorated with old garbage he found in the can outside. Rumple's home. He had a tin can chandelier, broken umbrella. That was a toe scratcher. Footstool made entirely out of bubble gum and beans. Old-fashioned garbage chair with roller skate wheels and rusted radio headrest. There he lived, day after day, week after week, year after year. So much time. Alone. So one day, he reached in the garbage can and took 2 lollipops, a piece of chewed gum, 3 strands of spaghetti, some melted licorice rope, a petrified pretzel, a handful of candy corn, and created Candy Corn Carl. Even though he was just a bunch of old candy that Rumple had glued to the wall, Candy Corn Carl was Rumple's best friend in the world, and Rumple would talk to him for hours a day. What have you been up to, Carl? Carl never replied. Okay, well, hang in there, Carl. Get it? Hang in there, because you're hung on the wall. If Carl was real, he probably would have liked that joke. But since he was a bunch of candy stuck to a wall, he just stared. When Rumple wasn't building stuff out of garbage or talking to Carl, he would listen to the voices above ground and pretend they were talking to him. With his eyes shut really tight, it was as if he was part of all the fun happening above. Can anyone get my cat out of that tall tree? Oh, he thought, I can. Whoa, those are some great dance moves. Oh, thanks. Hang in there, I said to him. Ha ha ha. But when he opened his eyes, he would remember that it was all just a dream, and no one was ever talking to him. Sometimes at night, if the moon wasn't too bright, and if Rumple was feeling adventurous, he would go above ground with the help of a very simple disguise. Rumple's above ground disguise. Step 1. Get a banana peel out of the garbage can. Step 2. Put it on head. Step 3. Close eyes. Step 4. Slither head up the drain and sit very, very still. Lying quietly by the garbage can, no one would notice him. And if anyone saw him, they would just think he was a pile of trash. Hidden under his banana peel, Rumple almost felt like he was normal. Year after year, with his eyes shut tight, he would feel the breeze of the changing seasons. In October, he would hear the crunching leaves and almost taste the apple cider. December, he would hum along with the passing carolers. Fa la 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 la. And in July, he could imagine the beautiful fireworks. But at the end of each night, he was always reminded that he was still alone. Until tomorrow for chapter 2.